Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Suburban Christian School for our final volleyball match, the varsity match, featuring our guests, the Heartland Christian Saints, and your Suburban Christian Crusaders. Let's go ahead and pray one final time before we start this last game. Gracious Father, we thank you so much for the enjoyable evening we've had thus far. We thank you for our officials taking time out of their day to be here. Thank you for the traveling safety you've granted our guests and Suburban supporters as well. Father, we ask that you would bless this final game we have, give healing to those who have sustained injuries, and keep the athletes here safe from injury as well. Father, I ask that you give traveling safeties to everyone as they leave tonight, and pray that everything we do would bring glory to your name. We ask all of these things in Jesus' precious name. Amen. I'd ask you to join me as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. You would stand and face the flag hanging to your left from the ceiling. Thank you. You may be seated. Suburban Christian School is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding biblical principles such as kindness, humility, and respect. We ask each participant, official, spectator, just join us in exhibiting those Christ-like qualities and create an environment where we can enjoy tonight's matchup. Let's go ahead and meet those starting lineup first for the Heartland Christian School Saints. Number 3, Anna Buska. Number 6, Morgan Clemens. Number 7, Mackenzie Clemens. Number 15, Brianna Emery. Number 17, Kerrigan Harper. Number 22, Allie Penn. And the libero, number 25, Leandra Anderson. And now make some noise for the starters for your Crusaders! Number 2, Aubrey Folger. Number 8, Katie Freina. Number 9, Kaylin Perry. Number 10, Mackenzie Helton. Number 12, Valerie Ramirez. Number 13, Addie Haywood. And the libero, number 14, Lily Hollis.
Hello and good evening on this Thursday, September 5th, 2024, as I want to welcome you to the last match of tonight. This time it is the varsity matchup to finish it out between Heartland and Suburban. This is a conference game for both of these two teams. Yes, I hope you're eating. All right. I hope your evening is going just fine and you're ready to finish out with one more game here this evening. Well, Suburban is 0-2 today, so this is our last chance for today. Well, for volleyball, it'll be interesting to see what soccer does. But I got to tell you, I'm for soccer, for varsity. I mean, junior high boys soccer and varsity boys soccer, man, they are playing well. Varsity volleyball right now for Suburban, it's up and down. But we'll see what happens here this evening. As now we're ready to go to get this matchup going. As that one is away, and there's Hollis, Haywood, as that one gets over. And that one up and sent, and that one is inbounds as Heartland gets the first point. As here's a server, Anna. There's Mackenzie, Krynock, that one right there to Anna, and there's 22, and that one over. There's Perry, Helton, Krynock, taps it. There's 7. That one over, and not able to get it over is Mackenzie. Point to Heartland, as it is 2-0. As Anna sends it, and right there, Haywood taps, and that one was nicely sent by Morgan, as it is 3-0 in favor of the Saints. And Anna sends it, and right there, Aubrey McKenzie puts it over, and there's 22-7, and that one little tap, and that was very nice from Morgan Clemens. 4-0. She had that one planned. And here comes the serve. Anna. Right there, Katie. And that one over. Hollis going the wrong way. And I guess hitting the top of the basket. I guess it still counts though, but not able to get it over. 5-0. Okay, now we're going to communicate here with the refs. Yep, I know. It's warm in here, that's for sure. And the serve, Addie, Lily, and Mackenzie over. And that one was tapped, and I don't know if that was going to get out of bounds or not, but nonetheless, Suburban is on the board, or I thought it was, make it 4-1, not 5-1. As Mackenzie sends it away, and there's 7. That one tapped and off of Mackenzie, and a point to Heartland, and now it's 5-1. Four-point lead by the Saints, and here is 17 Kerrigan. Harper, as she sends it to Aubrey, that one over, right there, 15. And Morgan got it over, and that one falls, and it is another point for Heartland, 6-1. And Kerrigan sends it right there, Perry. McKenzie, and there's Kaylin, got it over. And there's 7, and that one off. What are they're going to call? Too close to the net or something like that. I don't know if that's the exact wording, but I mean, you see that time and time again sometimes. 6-2 the score. Suburban down by 4, and here is Addie Haywood getting it over, and that one, can it be saved? Wow. I didn't think man, I thought, man, that was tough. And now it's going to, and they give the point to Heartland. 7-2. Man, that was a tough one though. A tough one. And here is Mackenzie Clemens serving for the Saints, and that one gets over. And there's Hollis, Helton, and Krynock. That one got over, and there's 17. And put it up. Morgan over, and that one. There's a point for the Saints, 8-2. And here's McKenzie serving, and that one away for you. There's Hollis. McKenzie set it up. Aubrey puts it over. 3-22, and that one got over and falls for another Heartland point. It is 9-2, and no timeout by Suburban just yet. Going to let it ride out. McKenzie ready to serve, and she is up, and that one is over. There's Hollis, McKenzie, and Kaylin, yes, tapped. And Morgan got it over, tapped by Hollis to save it. Katie goes after it, and Kaylin puts it over, trying to put it over, and they give the point to Suburban. It is 9-3. Katie Krynock now serving. And now another little discussion with the coach. Okay, we're all good now, I think, or what? Are you? Okay. And crying up. Okay, so I guess that last point didn't count. I guess it basically turned into a redo as Hollis, good job by Suburban getting it over. And that one right there. Hollis, good save. McKenzie, Krynock, yes. And there's 22. Morgan, a little tap. And now it is 10-2 in favor of Heartland. And McKenzie ready to serve, and she is ready and puts it over right to Hollis, and there's McKenzie setting up for Krynox, who spikes it, puts it over, and not able to be saved as Suburban gets their third point. All right, now it's time. Now it's Katie Krynock's turn to serve, and she puts it over right there. Little tap, and good job, McKenzie. There's 15-22, and that one little tapped over, and they give the point to Suburban, 10-4. As Krynock will serve, and sends it right there. 6 and 15 over. Aubrey. McKenzie is setting it up, and Aubrey, there you go. And that one falls in bounds, 10-5. I'm sorry if you couldn't see it. My bad on the camera thing. You probably didn't see it. As Katie gets it over, and 22, and that one sent. 11-5. And here's the serve from Morgan Clemens, and here's Hollis. There's McKenzie, and sitting it back to Hollis. She puts it over to Morgan, and there's 22, Allie, and there's McKenzie. That one is a bit too hard for Valerie, as it is 12-5 in favor of Heartland. And Morgan ready to send, and does. And there's Addie sending it toward the stands, and you can't really see much because this light projector thing is in the way, and you can't see nothing from over here anymore. As there's Hollis, McKenzie, and Ramirez sends it over there. And there's 22, that one over, Hollis, and McKenzie Helton. Aubrey tapped and saving. Wow, good save. And that one was heading out of bounds, but Kaylin touched it. I think that was heading out of bounds. Anyway, it's 14-5. And here comes the serve, and that one away right there. Haywood. Kaylin gets it over, and that one out of bounds. So give Heartland another point as they lead by 10. 15-5. And the serve, Morgan over Haywood, McKenzie, and Hollis not able to get it over. 16-5. And Naomi Baker sends it, and here's Hollis, McKenzie, and Hollis sends it, and there's 15. That one over for Heartland. Hollis, McKenzie, Aubrey, 3, 22, and tapped. Valerie, Hollis, McKenzie, Kaylin, tapped, and that was tapped twice. That was tapped twice, I think, or yeah. Point Suburban. I thought it was tapped. To me, it looked like it was tapped twice, trying to send it over. But anyway, out of bounds. 16-6. Or sorry, 16. Sorry, 16-6. I mean, in favor of Heartland. And hit one gets over and bounds. Yep. 17-6. Yep. I tell you, Heartland has looked pretty good in all 3 games. As that one and Valerie sent right back at her. McKenzie and Addie Haywood gets it over. Nicely done. And here's 22, sets it up. That one tapped over and right there, just out of the reach of Aubrey, and it's 18-6. And here's the server, Brianna. Right there, Addie. McKenzie set it up, Valerie. Puts it over softly, 18-7. And Aubrey puts it over. 3. As they play back and forth, Hollis, McKenzie, Addie, 9, 15. That one over. Right there, Lily, McKenzie. And Hollis gets it, puts it there. Tapped by 22. Addie Haywood sends it, and out of the reach of Hollis, and it's 19-7 in favor of Heartland. And I'm surprised by all this. Suburban hasn't called a timeout. but it is a Heartland 6 points away from taking the first set. And your server, Allie Pin, for Heartland. And she is ready, and she sends it and puts it over right there, Hollis. And there's Addie, good job. And set it up right there. And that one just out of bounds. 19-8. Definitely close. As your libero, Lily Hollis will serve. And she bounces, sets it up, and puts it short. Come on, Hollis. 20-8. I'm just kidding, but. And now their libero. And that one is going to be, good job, good save. And that one up and out of bounds, 20-9. All right, and now serving Mackenzie, ready, and that one away. And there's Allie, there's Mackenzie. Kreinock sends it to Mackenzie, tapped in the air, falling, and point Suburban, 20-10. And here's Mackenzie to serve, and she does, and sends it over. And that one in the air, that one over, deflected. Yep, deflected. 21-10 now. 4 points away from taking the first set is Heartland. And serving, Chloe Ratcliffe puts it over. There's Kreinock, Mackenzie, and Katie off the net. 22-10. And that one over for Ratcliffe, and there's Mackenzie. And that one sent back, and Suburban can't put it back over again, 23-10. Chloe off the net this time, 23-11. All right, and now here's Miss Addie, ready to serve. And she puts it up and punts it over. There's 5-1. That one got over, and can they put it up in the, oh, that was close. Yes, that was Katie who saved it, and then it was up in the air, and then that was close. I mean, that was good effort. I award good effort right there. Didn't get it over, but I award good effort. And now Heartland trying to close out the first set here. Mackenzie and Kaylin sent right back to Suburban, and that's the way to close out the first set, 25-11. And obviously they lead 1-0. We will take a timeout and be back for the second set, all right? back as we get ready for the second set. But in all three levels today, Heartland has really played some good volleyball, I can tell you that. All three teams have been ready for them. And there's Hollis, McKenzie over, and that one sent back, and there's Aubrey, McKenzie, and Addie puts it over, but out of bounds, as it is 1-0. Or I'm sorry. I guess 1-0 Suburban, I guess. Okay, never mind. I don't know. And that one right there, 7. And right there, and on the ground, and now we're tied at 1. And here's the serve. That went over for her. And there's 7. And sent. Oh, my. Oh, my. 2-1. Serve is over, and another point to Heartland. And that one away. There's Kaylin. McKenzie gets it over, able to save it, and that one tapped over. Kaylin, McKenzie, and Katie over, tapped in the air, 22-9. And Morgan off the net, and it's 3-2. And here's Miss Addie Haywood ready to send and gets it over. Nicely done. Morgan sends it backward, and that one sent off the net, and we're tied at 3. As Addie sends it away and going the wrong way. It is 4-3 Suburban. And here we go, Addie, ready to send and does. There, libero, there's Morgan, that one tapped over. Hollis, good save, but on the ground as we're tied at 4. As that's Naomi inbound, 5-4. And Miss Baker sending it away, and there's Hollis, McKenzie, and Krynock puts it over, able to be sent back, and there's McKenzie sending it right back. And there's 7. Be ready, and that's nicely done, 6-4. And the serve, that one over. There's Krynock, taps it, and again, Hollis, McKenzie, and Krynock. That one, oh my, that was going to be interesting. I don't know where that one was going to land. There's Hollis, McKenzie, and Kaylin puts it over. Oh! Katie tried to block it, but it is 7-4. And here comes the serve again from Naomi, and that one is right there to Hollis, and there's McKenzie. And that one sent by Aubrey, and there's the libero. 22, saved by Katie. She was trying, Katie was. She was trying. Frustrated at herself. And that one right there by Hollis, and there's McKenzie over. And there's Addie, Katie, Aubrey gets it over, and that one cannot be saved, cannot be put up. Trying to use your foot. 8-5. But I mean, if you're not, if there's Krynock putting it over. I'll say something in a minute here. But there's Krynock, tap, and wow. Inbounds, 9-5. But I'm just saying, it was Katie. I mean, she gets frustrated sometimes if something doesn't go right, and that's okay. If you're not frustrated at yourself, because you're trying, but I know it may not go your way every single time, and yes, it can be frustrating. I know that for sure. As that one is over, there's Hollis, McKenzie, and Aubrey sent back by Heartland, 10-5. Yeah, man, I tell you, these Saints are pretty good, if I say so myself. On all three levels. And Kaylin puts it over. And that one off of Hollis and heading toward the bench. I was thinking maybe something positive out of it, that it could have been close to going in the basket, but it wasn't meant to be. 11-5, Heartland. And by all three levels, I'm talking about junior high, JV, and obviously varsity. That's the three levels I'm talking about today. And here's Hollis, McKenzie, and Kaylin puts it in there. 11-6. And Kaylin Perry looks to add on to what she did, and there's 22. There's Hollis, McKenzie, and that one gets over for, and set it up. Morgan puts it right there to McKenzie, and Hollis, McKenzie right there, and that one cannot get over. Now 11-7. Suburban down by 4. And here's Kaylin sending it over. And there's 3. There's 22. Hollis. McKenzie. That one tapped over. 22. 15. Tapped again. Be ready. Be ready. You got to be ready. And just a tap won't get the job done right that time. 12-7. A 5-point advantage as Morgan sends it off the net, and it's 12-8. So it's back to 4. As Aubrey Folger. That one sent to Suburban. Here's Hollis, McKenzie, and Addie puts it over. And that one's going out of bounds. 13-8. Substitution as 9. Naomi comes in and Chloe goes out. Or I have it backwards. Yeah, I have it backwards. So too strong by Haywood, 14-8 Heartland. As Katie comes in and Aubrey will sit. That one away for Allie. There's Hollis. And that one over for Leandra. And there's Mackenzie. What do they call here? Okay, so they actually, yeah, they give the point to Suburban. I thought so. Yeah, I that's what I didn't think I don't think they had noticed that because yeah, I mean I noticed that, but the team didn't notice that. That one falls for Hollis. As Leandro was not ready, 14-10. It's a 4-point game. Heartland leads 1-0. Suburban trying to get back into this as Hollis sends it away. And there's 15. Tap, Mackenzie. Katie taps it over, 17. There's 15. And that one over. Hollis puts it in the air. Mackenzie and Haywood, yes, falling. And there's gets it over and going the wrong way. 15-10. In favor of Heartland. And the server, Brianna Emery. As we mix up on what ball is supposed to be served or whatever. And that one is away. And there's Katie putting it over. And ready. And Suburban was not ready for that. 16-10. I mean, it just kind of depends with these ones that, you know, they're short. And, you know, it just depends if you're ready or not. As that one was sent hard, and then you have ones like those where are sent, and there's nothing you can do about it. It just goes off your body, and it's like there's nothing I could do about that unless somehow you get your hands are there and it just goes up, and somehow you can put it over. As that one is again deflected, and it's 18-10 Heartland. And that one is away, and there's Hollis. Mackenzie puts it over, and good save. That one out of bounds, though. Out of bounds, as it is 18-11. All right, Mackenzie puts it over. And 5, right there, Katie, Mackenzie. 17, Krynock, and that was trying to get it over, but couldn't. I believe it was Anna, 18-12. And here is Mackenzie Helton serving it over, and does. And that one there, and here's Anna, puts it over. Hollis, good save. Mackenzie sends it back to him. There's Leandra, and there's 17. That one over. Hollis taps it. Mackenzie sets it up to Kaylin, who puts it over. And there's 17. That one over, but out of bounds. A bit too strong. It's 18-13, a 5-point game. And Mackenzie ready to go and sends it. And there's Anna, who tapped by Katie. And then you have ones like those where if it's, you know, it's some, I mean, I guess in some way, if you just tap it gently and your team's not able to get to it, then it just, as that's over, and that makes it 20-13 Heartland. And here is Anna sending it. There's Krynock, McKenzie, and Katie. Obviously, that will make her frustrated, 21-13. As Heartland is 4 points away from taking this second set, as they have been in control. Here's Hollis, McKenzie, and Hollis puts it over. That one tapped in the air. Hollis, McKenzie, and there's Kaylin, tap 22. And that one goes out of bounds, 21-14. And here's Miss Addie, ready to send it, and does. Up in the air, Morgan, that one over, or that one a bit, sorry, that one short for Brianna. 21-15. Suburban's not out of it. They're down by 6, but they need points in their favor. As there is Morgan, and that one over, and again out of bounds. So if Heartland gives the points to Suburban, that helps too. But it is a 5-point game. As here's Addie Haywood, ready to send that one away. And there's Morgan setting it up, and there's 15, Brianna, and again a point to Suburban, 21-17. It's a 4-point game. As Haywood ready to go and sending it off the net. But that kind of just kills the momentum just a bit, 22-17. As Naomi will serve for the Saints, as that one is away. Right there, Hollis, McKenzie, and Krynock, good job. And there's 6 and 22. As Allie Penn does a good job putting that right on that part of the corner. And there's and there's nothing you can do about that, especially if you're not over there in the first place. As that one is off the net, 23-18. It's a 5-point game, but Heartland is 2 points away from taking the second set, as that one is over. And there's 6. And that one over. Krynock again. As Addie tried, is like on the short end, because, I mean, as that one is away, Hollis, McKenzie, and Hollis a bit short. And second set taken by Heartland, 25-18. But I like, because Heartland sent it over and Suburban saved it, then Suburban put it over, Heartland saved it, and I'm just saying. Anyway, Heartland, it's really been dominant. Heartland has looked really good. I can tell you that much. The third set is coming, but first I'm going to go over lineups for both teams. As we start with Heartland, we have number 3, Anna Biskirk. She's a senior, as she is a starter. Number 5, Chloe Ratcliffe, a senior. Number 6, Morgan Clemens, a starter and a junior. Number 7, Mackenzie Clemens, she's a starter and a junior. Number 9, Naomi Baker, a sophomore. Number 15, Brianna Emery, a freshman and a starter. Number 17, Kerrigan Harper, a starter in 8th grade. Number 22, Allie Penn, a junior and a starter. And your libero, number 25, Leandra Anderson, who is a senior, obviously a starter. Head coach for the varsity girls of Heartland is Mr. Scott Clemens, and his two assistant coaches are Dusty Neal and Travis Thompson, and the statistician is Jeffrey Glick. That is the roster information for Heartland. Now let's switch over here to Suburban, as we have number 2, Aubrey Folger, a starter. She is a junior. Excuse me. Number 3, Mary Singh. She's a freshman. Number 4, Sasha Miller, a sophomore. Number 5, Katie Tillem, a sophomore. Number 7, Holly Shalato. She is a senior. Number 8, Katie Kreinock, a starter and a senior. Number 9, Kaylin Perry, a sophomore and a starter. Number 10, Mackenzie Helton, a starter and a junior. Number 12, Valerie Ramirez. She is a starter and a junior. Number 13, Addie Haywood. She is a starter and she is a freshman. And, of course, your libero, number 14, Lily Hollis, who is a senior. Head coach for the varsity girls of Suburban is Mrs. Amanda Gore, and her assistant coach is Mrs. Katie McGath. That is the roster information for Suburban as we get ready for this third set. Third set, here we are, as the libero starts it off for Heartland, as Katie could not get it over for Suburban, as it is 1-0 to begin. And back over to Heartland. There's Addie Mackenzie, puts it over. And that one sent Mackenzie, Katie. And Mackenzie, that one right there to Leandra Morgan. And that one Kerrigan. And that one falls 2-0 Heartland. And the libero serves. And there's Hollis. Katie, yep. Leandra Morgan. That one over, and right there for 17 Kerrigan, 3-0, as Heartland is off to another fast start. As Leandra puts it over there, right there, Katie, inbounds, 4-0. Leandra puts it over the Hollis, and there's Mackenzie, and there's Kreinock getting it over, and there's Leandra, and Morgan, that one over, and again, Kerrigan Harper, 5-0. That one over, Kreinock, Haywood, McKenzie, and there's 9-6. That one over, and falls for another Heartland point, 6-0. And that one is away, Aubrey, McKenzie, up in the air, over Kaylin McKenzie and Kreinock. That one right there, 22-6. And that one over. Back to Suburban, got it over. And there's Hollis, McKenzie, and Haywood back at it. And another point for the Saints, 7-0. They are just dominating, man. Dominating. That one is away. There's Hollis, McKenzie, and Addie. Little tap. Okay. So Suburban gets the point, 7-1. Okay, McKenzie over. And not able to save it, 7-2. And Mackenzie Helton ready to send, and she does. And there's that one right there in bounds, 8-2. And here's 17, Kerrigan. And give another point to the Saints, 9-2. And Suburban will call a timeout. I tell you, well, I don't know what to tell you. Other besides, Heartland has really dominated today, no matter who it's been. Anyway. Kerrigan over, and that was off of Kalen, 10-2. Away, and okay, 11-2. $12-2. Hollis, Haywood, Hollis, McKenzie, and Addie. And that one falls. Another point to Heartland, 13-2. That one away. And there's Hollis, McKenzie, and Krynock tap back, and okay. Okay. I don't know what to say right now. 14-2. Other besides Heartland, and some of it is just Suburban isn't doing anything. And there's Kalen over, and that one there. And that one off of Hollis. 15-2, Heartland. And another point. 16-2, man. That one away. There's McKenzie, Katie, Addie over, tapped, and away. And there's Hollis, McKenzie, Krynock, too strong, 17-2. And obviously when things are going wrong, things are going wrong. That one away. There's Hollis, there's McKenzie. And over, tapped again. There's Hollis, McKenzie. Hollis. Off the ceiling and 18-2. I tell you one thing, we're making this real easy for Heartland. I can tell you that. There's Hollis, Katie over, tapped. 7. Morgan, and that one was deflected, I think. Yeah. 19-2. Timeout taken by Suburban. 6 points away. Heartland from a sweep. Out of the timeout, and that one right there for Hollis. And there's 6. And that one too strong. And how about that? We have a third point. I don't even remember how we got the second point. And here's Haywood putting it over. McKenzie. There's Katie. And there's Morgan. That one over. And inbounds. Everything going right for Heartland, I can tell you that. Everything has gone right for them. I'll tell you that much. But I'm just going to be blunt with you. I see this as an embarrassment. If you're Suburban, I'm just saying it bluntly. If you, this is an embarrassment. Aubrey, 22, and that one again. 21-3. Katie, McKenzie, and there's Krynock putting it over. 22, and that one again. Morgan Clemens, 22-3. 3 points away. And the serve is over. There's Hollis, McKenzie, and Katie. And there's our 4th point by and that one right there, 23-4. All right, 24-4 and one more point. Hollis, McKenzie, and that one tapped in the air. 24-5. And there's Sasha Miller putting it over. There's 22. And right there, Haywood McKenzie over. 22. And that's the way to end the ball game if you're Heartland. 25-5. Man, oh man, oh man, I tell you. Well, you probably don't want me to tell you. I love their smiling. It's like, we got crushed. Like they know they got crushed, but it's like, like we, oh my. Oh my. Heartland played spectacularly today, I'll tell you that. They, in junior high, JV, and varsity. Junior high won 2-1, JV 2-0, and this one 3-0. So there's really not much else to say about that other besides sweep, sweep, sweep. But congratulations to them. And for us, well, let's just say we need to work on some things, I can tell. I mean, we just need to play better. There's no other way to say it. I'm still waiting for a soccer update, but I didn't see any. I didn't see one. I didn't see a notification about it yet, so it hasn't been. So we'll see how that goes. But so with the loss for the varsity girls of Suburban, they fall to 1-6 on the season. 1-6 on the season, and they are now 1-4 in conference play. So they have a lot. They have a lot of work to do. But like I mentioned the last time, I mean, I know they. I mean, I know it's a different kind of season, knowing that from the last couple of years, they've lost some good. They've lost some good people, but they they need to turn it around. But they still have time to do so. But I know it's going to be a learning process. So that updates you on the standings and stuff, and what it looks for. What it looks like for Suburban. And this was the third game for Heartland, and they are now 3-0. And also 2-0 in conference play, so good for them. Well, obviously tonight is opening night of a new NFL season, and been looking forward to that. But I just saw something, that notification about it's been pushed. There's a thunderstorm and it's been delayed, so it hasn't started yet. But I'm glad the new NFL season is here, and obviously you got the Chiefs and the Ravens, and obviously you know what the Chiefs are trying to do this year. But I'm looking forward to a new Colts season. I mean, I think it will be decent, but it's also going to be another learning year, obviously, for our new quarterback. If they can stay healthy, hopefully, that would be great. So, obviously, we open up against the Houston Texans on Sunday at home. So we'll see how that goes. But it should be a decent season, hopefully. At least that is our hope. So it's nice to have the NFL season back with us, as we will see what happens. So the next time I will be with you is next Tuesday, as both varsity teams have a game against Danville Christian School. So Danville Christian School, 5 o'clock and 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock for both soccer and volleyball. So that is next Tuesday. Nothing the rest of this week. But just to recap of what happened towards the end of last week with the away stuff. Of course, the last time I was with you for our first time was last Tuesday. But on Friday, Suburban played against Indiana Christian Academy. All of them did, and the junior high girls won 2-0. The junior high boys soccer team won 8-3. The junior varsity team lost 2-0. The varsity boys soccer team won 2-1, And Suburban, the varsity girls volleyball team, won 3-0. And then this past Tuesday, against Tabernacle, junior high boys won 9-0. Junior high girls volleyball won 2-0. JV girls volleyball won 2-1. Varsity boys soccer team won 8-1, and the varsity girls volleyball team lost 3-0. So it's been tough sledding for these varsity volleyball girls. I can tell you that. And then obviously you know what happened today, other besides the result of soccer. So with all that being said, you all have a great rest of your evening, and I will talk to you next Tuesday for the varsity girls game against Danville. And hopefully you all had a good rest of your week last week, and enjoyed your Labor Day weekend if you were able to have the day off or however it worked. But hopefully this week has been going all right for you, and like I said, enjoy the rest of this week, and then enjoy your weekend, and then start of next week. Then I will talk to you for the girls' game next Tuesday. Okay, you all take care, and this is Matthew Fox saying goodbye. A Heartland dominant sweep across the board, and obviously still go Crusaders. And we'll see what happens next week and to follow. Matthew Fox saying goodbye and good night.